Hello. Throwback and welcome back to a brand new episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. Link to the previous episode is at the top right hand of your screen, where we did Maker's End. Yeah, Maker's End is what we did in the previous episode. If I'm not, Maker's End was the previous episode. Right, so what we shall be doing today is going to the palace in Sunfall, because we actually want to continue with Erend's questline. It is the closest what's it called? It is the closest mission that we would have done, but at the same time, doing the Hunter's Lodge missions are actually good as well. So we will go and make our presence known at the Hunter's Lodge, because we have gotten the 3 half suns that were necessary by doing the hunting trials. I will show off one video where I do a little bit of hunting just to show how it goes, but they're not really hard things to do, to be honest. You just need to, like I said, destroy machines here and there and nothing much. Anyway, if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with us, and if you are a returning viewer, I want to say thank you for your continued support. Now, Blue Gleam box, I would want to buy some of them, because in the DLC they are very important, especially when it comes to getting the what are they called, the Banuk special weapons, essentially speaking. Anyway, off to there is another special trader right here, but right up here is where the lodge is. So let's go show our eligibility for the lodge, and as you can see inside, we have another side quest marker, and you know me and side quests, men, they just make me happy.
You need to win 3 half suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Okay, so I'm assuming that this assist guy is not going to be forthcoming with us, but anyway, we've overcome worse odds, as Aloy says.
Son! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plain hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not going to take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, one for 15 half-suns, one for 15 full suns, and one you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me.
And that's the entire premise of this side mission. Go to the Hunter's Lodge, go to the hunting grounds, get the marks, and get a cool weapon. It's basically the whole premise, actually. And the Hunter's Lodge weapons were supposed to be the most powerful weapons until the DLC came out. And once the DLC came out, the DLC weapons were the DLC weapons are something else, man. Like you don't even need to do the Hunter's Lodges, to be honest. You only need to get the 3 half suns just to get into the lodge, so that you can do this lodge side quests. And after that, you don't even need to worry, because the DLC weapons, you will just see it for yourself, guys. The DLC weapons.
You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the savage lands.
The sacred land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me, is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
So Assis sounds very lovely, as you guys can see. Looks like a very wonderful person to deal with. So here's to hoping we never have to deal with him again.
You're Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Redmaw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes a Sunhawk.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me.
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
Alright, so we have our new directive for hunting for the lodge. we'll need to gather 3 sword tooth trophies, 2 ravager trophies, and a stalker trophy. Of course,
I may not
I'm
have
not
all
going.
the answers, but there is a book of bylaws here which can tell you more about the lodge.
Suddenly you're a lot nicer.
I saw you talking to Talana. She's tough. You'd be lucky to keep up with her, machine rider or no.
Alright, so as I was trying to say before these two decided to speak with each other, we are not going to go do these machine hunts immediately. We will do them in the course of moving around because it's easier that way, to be honest, instead of making it a dedicated task. I mean, these machines are all over the world, so there is no need to make them a dedicated task. Instead, let's go to the palace and see what's happening, because we needed to finish up. As you guys can see, like, hunting for these machines are all over the place in the world, so we can do it as we are doing something else. It allows us to it will allow us to what's it called? It will allow us to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, that phrase, man. That phrase was so lost in my mind. I was really struggling to retrieve it from the deeper recesses of my mind. Anyway, so this is what we shall be doing right now. We will go speak with Avad and tell him what we found out.
Sent a
of
messenger
course,
to the claim
Asa
to let
died,
everyone
so
know.
you know.
If there's
We are now
anything
picking
you
up
or
this
your
story
clan
from
need for
here.
her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Davahls. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Davahls. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Davahls used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Davahls more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find Davahls and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Okay, so we have our marching orders, of course. So let's go take care of. Let's go take care of them, actually. So, the sun shall fall. I'm guessing this is when Davahls was speaking about blocking out the sun, the precious sun that the Kaja worship. And then, I guess that's what we will be doing in this case and regard. The place we're going is not so far away, and Erend and his army should be there waiting for us as well, and that's something that I'm looking forward to. Of course, this is going to end Erend's quest line, and thus and the other main story missions that we've had that are not quite linear to the main story mission, but kind of important in a sense. Of course, you can buy lenses here. Not that many of them are really, I mean, some are, but not all are important. So you can buy lenses, we can buy hats, you know, things that we can use to buy other things that we can buy other resources with.
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
Okay, so let's get here and see what's happening.
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Yeah, this is the surprise for us, so let's see what is happening.
Big enough to kill us.
All right, I'll shut up.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs. If that bomb goes off, the blaze
That's a
will
lot
ignite
of
in a
blaze.
firestorm. If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
Alright, I hope they survive. And they did. Lovely.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Alright, so we need to investigate the area and figure out if
Blue
Davahls
tracks,
and his men
with
went
just a bit of
somewhere
blaze
else.
in them.
There could be explosions elsewhere. Can I interest you in a reasonable share of the fire and shut up a bucket line?
What happened? I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation. Sun King Avad has reestablished trade with all the tribes. I have
Alright.
a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
So this is the
There's
path
smoke
that
rising from the
people
edge of the mesa.
with the blaze used, so we are going to be tracking them
The
down.
tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Man, this guy is resourceful, if you think about it.
Dervahl.
Okay. So we are going to parkour our way all the way back to the palace. You have to best believe that at some point, I'm pretty sure that we are going to have like a huge fight in the palace. So the likelihood of that happening is going to happen, and let's see how it goes. So down here, down there. And then up here as it is. Being able to parkour is actually kind of funny, to be honest, because the amount of physical skill and physical strength needed to do so, it's just insane.
Wish I could be there to see the sun.
You'll do.
Get the dirt, boys!
Alright, so we simply need to keep moving on up, and I'm assuming we'll be in the palace. Also, how are these people so safe in the palace without knowing that there's a literal secret passage underneath the palace? It's kinda weird, to be honest.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
Okay, so at least we have stopped part of his plan, which I mean works for us. And now destroying this sonic device at least lets these people stop being in pain, I guess.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Look out!
And we are done with him. Headshots are too overpowered, man.
Chase this!
Move along now.
Gotcha now!
Bro, this guy should have been the final boss with how much I'm missing my shots against him. Alright, there we go.
It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Oh my lord, he's calling glint hawks. I hate glint hawks. Why does it have to be these awful bugs, man? Oh, Glint Hawks are the worst.
Those majestic, murderous glint hawks.
I mean, look at this, man.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
Albeit that was an easy kill.
I hope you like fighting these things, because
No,
there's more in the way.
I really don't like fighting Glint Hawks. They piss me off. Like, extremely piss me off. I hate that they glide in the air
Never
and
do
they
the
shoot
work if you
ice.
can get a machine to do
Like,
it
all the
for
time.
you. Majestic, murderous glint hawks.
I really do not like Glint Hawks, man.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
I really do not like these machines. And you guys can see why. Glint Hawks, like... Why would they put something that flies around like an actual housefly and then shoots ice? Oh man. I mean, seriously, look at this thing. And listen to the noise they make, man. Anyway, down go the Glint Hawks, and at this point in time we should be good. So let's go speak with our prisoner of war and listen to what rumblings he has left for us.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Erend, you'll screw it up.
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Alright, so we only have to speak with the three people in this conversation, Avad, Erend, and Davahls, and after that it shall be done. So that's Erend. We need to go to the prison to speak with Davahls first, see how he is and what he thinks about being arrested and defeated by us.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Of course, I'm just looking through what these I'm just looking through to see what these guys are selling, essentially. Anyway, here's Davahls. Let's speak with him.
Well, as you can see, I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working. Only in Meridian can you find the finest goods in all the summer.
Now let's go speak with Erend, and then we can finish off by speaking with Avad.
Aloy, I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Davahls on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Davahls.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for Erend Vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Davahls?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Alright, so let's go speak with Avad and see
I
what's
know,
happening.
you gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master, all before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Hey,
Two? Huh. She likes me.
Right, so the final piece to finishing this wonderful mission and episode is to speak with Avad, and we shall be done. I think we are making good time on the story, to be honest. Where the hell is this dude? Here he is.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel, how I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city.
and probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Davahls. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Davahls?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Davahls is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
I know who attacked the Nora. A faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient machines, weapons they want to use to strike Meridian.
I see. What you're saying echoes whispers I've heard from Murad. A Shadow Karja splinter group, corrupted machines across the land. When will the attack come, do you know?
I'm not sure yet.
And we will do what we can to prepare. Keep me informed if you learn more.
And we're done.